Shalom Yashala. All praise to the Most High, Shohaya, Bahashim Yeshai. It's your brother Shimon coming at you on the day of preparation. Want to break down some more of this truth because we in the last days of the last days, and we want to get the whole understanding out. Okay. Today we're gonna go be the Spirit of the Most High, the will of the Most High, to go into Revelation 17, which is just being looked over, in all the studying and all the teachings of the truth. But we need to get to understanding about Revelation 17 and the beast. All right. This will give you an understanding of proper chronology in reference to the coming of our King Yeshai, and establishing the kingdom of Israel. All right. Because this is what he's coming to do. Right. So we're going to jump right in. First, we're going to start in Daniel because the beast is first referenced there. And then we'll go into Revelation 17. So we'll start at Daniel chapter 7. It says, and we'll start at verse 1. In the first year of Belteshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed, for he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Verse 2, Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heavens strove upon the great sea. Verse 3, and four great beasts came up from the sea, divers one from another. Verse 4, the first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings, and beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. This beast is representing, all these beasts are representing kingdoms, okay? This beast is the Babylonian Empire, King Nebuchadnezzar, the empire that Daniel was under right now, which he rose to be, a governor, and after he interpreted the dreams of Nebuchadnezzar, right? So this description of this first beast is representation of the empire of Babylon. Verse 5, and behold another beast, a second like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, because between the teeth of it, and they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh. This is the next empire that preceded Babylon, which was the Medo-Persian Babylon. Got 3 ribs, got 3 kings. I think it's Cyrus, Darius, and Artaxerxes, right? That's why I said 3 ribs, right? Verse 6, after this I behold, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast also had 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. Okay, so the leopard is representing the Grecian Empire. The king of the Grecian Empire that extended the empire and conquered was Alexander the Greek. Okay, they call him Alexander the Great. And if you look on his currency, on his coin, on the pictures of him, he used to wear leopard skin, on him. So that's why it says the third beast is like unto a leopard, right? Then it talks about it had 4 wings and had 4 heads, because when he died, he parted his kingdom under the 4 generals. You can read about this in the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, how Alexander, when he died early, he parted his kingdom under 4 generals, right? Verse 7, after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diver from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns, right? This is the beast we're going to break down, because this is the beast that represents the empire that we're living in today, right? Mind you, the horns, 10 horns, all of that we're going to break that all down right now. This 4th beast is diver from all, but they are all under the same understanding of they having a job to do. Okay, mind you, this is in the Bible we're reading. All these empires were seeking to destroy Israel. That's what you got to know for sure. These ain't just beasts to just talk about that are ruling the earth. They're all trying to destroy Israel, and they're all being fueled. They're all being fueled by a power, you understand, to destroy Israel, right? So now we're going to go to, let's see, let's go to verse 17, just so we can bring forth the biblical understanding. All right. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 17. These great beasts which are four kings which shall rise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So as I just told you, these four beasts represents kings, dominions, that powers are going to rule the earth. But in the end, we're going to take the kingdom when our king comes, who is Hamashiach Yeshai. Right? Now, let's go to Revelation 17 to break down this fourth beast. Right? And we're going to get some edification. Some edification today, because if you don't know what this chapter says, then you need to study it. And I put out a little, declaration a couple weeks ago to get brothers to provoke them, to ask their elders, what's this mean? Every single verse, right? Every single letter, right? We're going to break it down right now. So this is Revelation chapter 17, right? And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. So this is John the Revelator, who was exiled to the Isle of Patmos, the last of the 12 disciples of Hamashiach Yeshai. And they didn't want to make him a martyr and kill him, so they put him on an island to let him just die off and not be able to minister to the masses. So when he was there, the Most High gave him a revelation of Hamashiach Yeshai and allowed Yeshai to teach him and show him the things that were going to come in the last days, right? So there were these seven angels upon our vials of the Most High, which is destruction and judgments on the earth. And the seventh one came in and was revealing this unto him, and showed him the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Now, those in the Israelite truth know that the great whore is America. And we're going to break that down right now. Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So fornication is sex outside of marriage, right? Israel is known as also as a woman, okay? We have committed fornication because we are married to the Most High. So we committed fornication with this whore because her doctrine, which is the wine and her cup that we're going to read about, is not according to our law. Okay, so we weren't supposed to deal with her, but in our ignorance of knowing we're Israel and not having a law to know that we have to set us apart wholly from this whore, we've been dealing with her, and all the nations of the earth are dealing with her. So this is to help you understand that there's going to be a kingdom, which the Bible is referencing now as a whore, that all nations are going to be dealing with, opposed to wanting to deal with their own nation, their own spiritual ruler that's over them. They're going to want to come deal with this nation. This is why this nation is the glory of all the kingdoms. Everybody come here. If you go to other nations, they're strictly, predominantly of that nation. But here, okay, it's the United States, all nations come here, right? Verse 3, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. Let me read that one more time so y'all hear what he says. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. So he was not physically in the wilderness. You cannot define this scripture as saying that he was in the wilderness by flesh, because he was in the wilderness in the spirit. All right, so he's getting his revelation in the spiritual realm. He's in a vision right now. Okay, I have to say that because some people use that and interpret the word wilderness. Oh, see, there's all kind of wildernesses out here. This is in the spirit. It's not physically there. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, a red-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. So this is the beast Daniel just talked about. The whore is sitting on the beast, okay? And the beast has 7 heads and 10 horns, like we just read in Daniel. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stone and pearls, precious stone and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Right? Understand. This woman, she's dressed in these colors because these colors represent something. Okay? Your cardinals and your bishops in the Roman Catholic Church wear scarlet and purple. Right? The Pope has a golden cup, right? And the golden cup in her hand is representing what it says. It has the abominations and filthiness of her fornication, represent the doctrine put forth into the earth of the Roman Catholic Church. So she represents that, right? This is what you understand why she's holding this cup. Now, let's go back to Daniel. Because Daniel is the only prophet, Ezra had a little bit of breakdown, but Daniel is the prophet that we're going to deal with this beast with. And I'm going to show you a little more how this whore that's sitting on this beast is America. I'm going to read that right now. Okay, we're going to go to Daniel. And we're going to deal with these horns. Okay. Right here. Okay. Okay, verse 8, which was the next verse we were supposed to read. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 8. I considered the horns, the 10 horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. So, the 10 horns, as we're going to read here, are nations. And it says another little horn came up out of 3 of the horns. So it's giving you the understanding that a kingdom would come out of 3 of those kingdoms, which are 3 of those 10 horns. Now, these 3 horns, that little horn coming up is America. All right? How do we get that? Britain, which is one of the 10 horns. Spain, which is one of the 10 horns. And France is one of the 10 horns. Are those that had slaves, which were our forefathers, over here establishing the Americas. All right? You got to know this, okay? And we're talking about North America, where the United States is, okay? The Spanish had Issachar right here, you know what I'm saying, in the United States. They're predominantly down in Mexico right now, but if you know history, Mexico used to own most of the West Coast and most of the Southwest Coast. Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, California, and those 4 right there. A little bit of Oklahoma. And France owned Louisiana. You remember the Louisiana Purchase? Because the revolted Levites, okay? Because France had Haiti over there, which are Levites, in captivity. And when they overthrew Napoleon's army over there, they sent word to their brethren in Louisiana, like, yo, you can fight these dudes. So the France sold Louisiana to the British because it was, or to the United States, because it was like, man, we don't want to deal with these dudes, man. They about to fight us and kill us. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, just take them off our hand. And then in history, they told us the Louisiana Purchase, they were sold for 1 penny. It was that scared of us, man. And this is why the French got this reputation today of being weak, soft people. Okay, all from this, right? And then the British, of course, had rule over the United States, 13 colonies, all that. So these are 3 of those 10 horns: the British, French, and the Spanish. Who another little horn came up, which is America. All right. So that horn is America, and as we read in Revelation, that horn is also the woman that's sitting on this beast, because America has all the glory and the power, and she's representing the authority and the power and the ideology and the doctrine of this kingdom. Okay, mind you, the beast itself is a kingdom. All right, I understand. I mean, it's a king. All right. Now, Verse 5. We're back in Revelation 17, verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. So this is another metaphor and simile of what America is called in the Bible. It says it's mystery Babylon. That's America. That's why it's written on her forehead. Because people don't know who this is because it don't say America in the Bible. But this woman is America. All right? This is what you're going to know today, for sure. Read it again. And upon her forehead was a name written mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. Because all abomination done here. You got the freedom of religion, worship everybody in the world, which is worship all the deities other than the Most High, which is abomination. Same-sex marriage, which is abomination. Freedom, right to bear arms, so you can kill anybody freely without said the word say thou shalt not kill. They charge you major usury here. We're not supposed to charge no interest. It's in our law. All kind of stuff is going on. This is the mother of countries that worship or make a lifestyle possible for people to live contrary to the Most High. This country does it the best. All right. Mother of harlots of the whole earth and abomination of the whole earth. Right. Verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yeshai. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration, because Israel, namely Judah, have been getting murdered here for hundreds of years. Ever since its inception, they brought our forefathers over here and been killing us. And they killed our brethren that were over here and make holidays that we celebrate in ignorance, like Thanksgiving. You know, this is blood of the saints, that is Israel, that's found with this lady, right, which is America. Verse 7. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and the beast that carrieth her, which had 7 heads and 10 horns. Right? So we're about to get the breakdown right now. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. Right? So, listen closely. This beast is the fuel behind all wickedness. It's the devil. Right? Now, when the devil have done his duty to war against the Most High, it tell you, matter of fact, let's read it. Let's make it all the way clear. Okay, we go all the way back to Genesis. After Eve had got beguiled and had Adam eat the fruit with her, then the Most High got the checking Adam, Eve, and the devil. Right? Now let's see what it says. Verse 15. Exodus chapter 3, verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman. Now people think, oh man, people have a lot of misunderstandings with this. The woman right there, that's why I tell you, is Israel. We're known as Israel. You read, I think, in Revelation 11. And I'm not going all over the place. Revelation 12 is the reference of this woman that the Most High is putting enmity between thee. He's talking to Satan right now. He's talking to the dragon. I'm going to put enmity. I'm going to put beef between you and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. So the offspring and the people that are of the devil are going to have beef with the people that are of Israel. Okay? Which is the woman. All right? So, right here it says, this is the, go back to Revelation 17, says, the beast that thou sawest was and is not. So each empire that comes in and it comes out. So right now, this empire, which is the 4th beast we're under, it was and it is not. Because what? Go back and read that whole verse. Let you know what happened. Back to Genesis. Okay, Genesis 3 and 15. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Right? So, the bruise that this beast got when it was in dominion was when they were beaten down and taken into the Caucasus Mountains, okay, by the Byzantine Empire. Right? It bruised the woman because when they bruised the head of Hamashiach Yeshai, our king, right? So after Rome killed Hamashiach Yeshai, took down Israel in 70 AD, then they were taken down. And they were pushed up into the Caucasus Mountains, and they stayed up in there, right, for 1,000 years. These are the dark ages when that dark-skinned, melanated people was ruling the earth, right? So it was, and is not, but what? And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. So then they came back out, right? Came back out and started conquering under the Renaissance period, their rebirth, right? They were living in the mountains, okay? This is just the truth of history. Esau was living in the mountains. Edomites living in the mountains, okay? And they were not living like most normal people were living, okay? They weren't dealing with water and all the ways that we deal with water today. Weren't dealing with it. You can just let your mind fantasize about that. I just want to bring forth the truth of what's going on, all right? This is what the beast is. It's the devil fueling each and every one of these beasts, which are kingdoms and empires. So you got to understand, the beast is the devil, and all of them are going to do what the devil tells them to do. And I'm going to break this down right now. Okay. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. Perdition is eternal separation. It's a separation from the Most High. So the Most High is going to bound the devil for 1,000 years by the hand of his servant Hamashiach Yeshai, which is in Revelation chapter 20. Let's read that real quick. Revelation chapter 20, verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. So, when you go into perdition, he's going to be bound right there for 1,000 years. That's what's going to happen. And they that dwell on earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is. So when we're going to get to see who this was that was tormenting men, who this was that in fighting unjustly against the children of Israel, we're going to marvel and wonder, like, wow, this the dude right here, right? This is also precept in Isaiah. This is precept in Job 9 and 24. Because they want to know, and it's precept. And matter of fact, let's read it. Let's read all this stuff, man. Isaiah 14, right quick. And it says, and we'll start at 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? This is the devil. How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? How? By pushing forth everything contrary to the Most High, and made us weak. All right? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the height of the clouds, I will be like the Most High. This is what Satan has done through his people, Esau, through their space station, exalting himself unto the heavens, through GMOing food, people, all kind of stuff, making his own hybrid creation, just like the true creator Aya made. He want to be like him, all right? Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness, not the wilderness, as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. Right? So this is just showing you the revelation of this beast. It's the devil, okay? And he's fueling the wickedness in this earth through these empires. Namely, this last empire, the people who have joined themselves unto him, which is Esau. Okay? Esau is the biblical identity of the so-called white men today. Each and every last one of them. Doesn't matter what their name is called modernly, in what countries they want to say, they all come back from one man, Esau. All right? They're Edomites, a nation of Edomites, Idumeans. All right? So, and here is the mind which has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. So let's break that down. Okay? Going to the Roman Empire. The Empire of the Edomite by William Beeston. This is how I know got a lot of the understanding I have about Esau. A lot of it's right here in the Bible. A lot of it's in all these other books. You got to read books, Jake. All right? And we're going to read a little bit, right? We're going to start on page 90. It says, Roma, the name of the eternal city. Ramah, is pure Hebrew, R-O-M-A-H. That's not true Hebrew. There's no O's in ancient Paleo Lashon Kodash. A noun formed from Ruma, the feminine of the past participle of the verb rum, by the change of shirek unto kolim, and it signifies that has been exalted. The use of the past participle in the formation of the word appears to express not merely the position of the urbus septicolis, that's Latin for city of seven hills. We just read that what? Here's the mind that has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. Now mind you, the woman sitting on the beast. So the beast is synonymous with these 7 mountains that the woman's sitting on. You understand? Real quickly again, the use of the past participle in the formation of the word appears to express not merely the position of the urbis septicolis, the position of the city of 7 hills, but the persuasion of the founders of this Domina Gentium, which is collection of nations, that in the words of Obadiah, their city would exalt herself as the eagle and set her nest among the stars. We just read that in Isaiah. All right? If you know anything about the book of Obadiah, it is strictly a prophetic judgment speaking against Edom. Period. All right? The 7 hill city is Rome. That's what this whole thing was about. Roma, the name of the eternal city. It's the 7-hilled city. You can Google it as well, too. And Google city that sits on, the first city that sits on 7 hills or 7 mountains. Because other cities have tried to do it to try to disguise and hide who this 7-hilled city, who this 7-headed beast is. Okay? Istanbul, which was formerly Constantinople, they named themselves a 7-hill city. But the first 7-hilled, 7-mountain city established by Romulus, okay, is Rome. All right? So understand that's still the same 7-hill city today. And what's in Rome? The Roman Catholic Church. Who has the Roman Catholic Church? The Pope. So yeah, understand who this beast is and who these 7 mountains are, right? Who this whore is getting the wine from her cup from. Who she getting her orders from. The United States take orders from Rome, from the Vatican. You understand? Read it one more time. And here is the mind which has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, Rome, on which the woman sitteth. Because we have all the glory and the power, and we're sitting on Rome because everyone's looking at the United States. And nobody looking at Italy. That's the basis of the empire of the beast, Rome. But they're not looking at Rome. Everybody want to do it in America. Everybody love America. You understand? So they sitting on it, but they pushing forth the same doctrine over there. You got to understand this. Right? Verse 10. And there are 7 kings. Break this down. Ask your elders to break this down. There are 7 kings. 5 are fallen, 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. Man, I feel the Holy Spirit right now because don't nobody talk about this. Let's break this down. 7 kings. You got the first king, Nimrod, and his kingdom was Babel. Second king, Assyria, under King Salmanassar, right? Third king, Babylon, started with Nebuchadnezzar. Fourth king, Persia, right? Cyrus, Darius, and Xerxes, right? Fifth king, Greece, under Alexander the Great, right? Sixth king, this is the 6th one that says what? And 1 is. Let's read it again. And there are 7 kings. 5 have fallen. I just read those 5. All those fall. The 6th one is. That means it's still going. It's not over. And the other is not yet come yet. There's another one's going to come after that. 6th kingdom is Rome. They came after Greece, after the Grecian Empire. Then you had the Roman Empire. And people don't understand that the world is still under this empire right now. When the Most High put enmity between the devil and the woman, and his head got bruised, he wasn't destroyed. He was just put to the side for a moment, and then they came back out during the Renaissance period and reestablished the empire. But they did it by sitting in the cut, sitting on the back seat, and letting the 10 horns be the face of their rulership, the face of their power. This is what's going on. Then the little horn that came up from 3 of those 10 horns, took all that power and got everybody looking over there. Mind you, they kicking back in Rome, letting the United States take all the drama, be their muscle over their foreign policy all over the earth. The Roman Empire is still alive, y'all, and they're running the earth right now through America, through religion. Everyone listen to the dumb Pope, man. What he say? That dude ain't nobody, man. You not the father on earth. You ain't got no power. You're made. You were created. You understand? This is who the 6th king is. Then it says, and this is where you got to understand, and the other is not yet come. So there's going to be another kingdom that's going to reign after Rome is taken down. Then it says, and when he cometh, he must continue a short space. So you got to understand, the 6th beast has United States ruling right now, okay? But the empire's not over. So you got to understand, everyone knows Babylon the Great, America, is going to be destroyed. You can read that in the very next chapter, chapter 18, right? But that's not going to be the end of the Roman Empire. This is what people are not understanding, right? Now, read it one more time. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. So, all right, now let's read the next verse. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, right? So he's going to war against us again as the 8th, right? You gotta notice, you guys. How? This is going to be under the implementation of the mark of the beast. I'm going to break all that down right now. And is of the 7 and goeth into perdition. So we just broke down who went in perdition. And he's of the 7 because he's behind each and every one of these kingdoms wickedly. Ain't none of them serving the Most High. The devil is behind each and every kingdom. Right? Now, let's break down these 10. Let's break down right now these 10. Matter of fact, we know who the 7 mountains are. Okay. See. 7, okay. And go into position. Okay, verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom yet. Let's read these 10 horns, kings right now. All right. Luxembourg, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Spain, France, Switzerland, Great Britain, Sweden, and Denmark. These are your 10 kings, you guys. That is the face of Rome. Okay, so you got a beast, which is the devil. You got 7 heads on the beast, which represents Rome. Then you have 10 horns that are allocated on the heads of those 7 beasts, which are these 10 kingdoms I just told you. Those 10 horns are these 10 kingdoms I just told you. I'll read them again. Luxembourg, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Spain, France, Switzerland, Great Britain, Sweden, Denmark. Those are your 10 horns. Those are your 10 kingdoms right now. That is the face of power of the ruling empire, Rome. You understand? The United States came up as a little horn from those 3, France, Britain, and Spain. You understand? Okay? So, it's telling you they haven't received no kingdom yet. So the whole world hasn't been under the dominion of these 10 kingdoms I just read to you yet, right? You got to know this. So, let's break down a little bit of something right now. Let's break down something. There's a doctrine out, okay, and it's very, very prevalent, very, very believed by most of the Israelite community that Hamashiach's going to come pick us up in the chariots right before the destruction of Babylon and catch us up. Now, Babylon going to be short and bring us back down. We're going to start subduing the earth and being his battle axes. It's not lining up with the scripture. Okay? This kingdom, the 10 horns, haven't received the kingdom yet. Okay? This is what you got to understand. So, now we're going to break down some stuff about Hamashiach. We're going to stop right there at verse 12. Matter of fact, reread the words of verse 12. And 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So they're going to get a turn to rule with Satan for 1 hour. When are they going to get a turn? After Babylon is destroyed. But that don't make no sense. Why? I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why that don't make no sense. Let's go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 6. 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, and verse 8. Right? 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and 8. Right? It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right? So at the end of the world, Esau, which is Edom, which is so-called white men today, which is people who run the United States, and the 10 horns, and Rome, Esau, they're going to be ruling when Hamashiach Yeshua returns. Alright? So if Hamashiach Yeshua is coming, when Babylon is going to get destroyed and save us, we know when he comes, he's coming to restore the kingdom of Israel. Right? He's going to be the only king. Every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess that Hamashiach Yeshua, okay, is the power to spin the root of earth. Right? Let's get a little more before we even start breaking that down. But as you read, as you see, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the end, is the beginning of it that follows. Verse 10, the hand of man is between the heel and the hand. Other questions, Esdras, ask thou not, because Hamashiach Yeshua is that hand. He's the one that's going to bring an end to the Roman Empire / the kingdom of Esau. His world is going to end, and Jacob is going to come right away. And ain't going to be no gap in there of another kingdom reigning. When Yeshua comes, he's going to establish his kingdom. Let's read that now. Let's go to Daniel chapter 2. Verse 21. Alright? Daniel 2 and 21. It says, and he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. So, the Most High, he's the one that's going to ordain this switch right here. Okay? He's going to say, alright, your kingdom's over, Esau. And now Jacob's kingdom is going to reign. Okay? And we're going to move the Roman Empire out the way. And we're going to set up Hamashiach Yeshua. Okay? This is what's going to happen. Right? Nobody can change this up. It's going to go this way. Now we're going to go to verse 44. Okay? And in the days, this is Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom. So in the days of all these kings that's reigning, okay, under Rome, the 10 horns, which are kings, the Most High will set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So when the Mashiach comes back, no other kingdom, namely those 10 kings that haven't had their time to reign with the beast yet, they're not going to get a chance to reign when he gets here. Okay? So, mind you, if he's coming after the destruction of Babylon, how these other 10 kingdoms are going to get to reign when Hamashiach comes? He's consuming all kingdoms. And he's going to reign forever. They're not going to get to have a turn once he gets here. There's no more time left now, because he's here now. Okay, the time of the Gentiles is over once he gets here. So no one else is going to get the reign. We'll keep on breaking that down. Let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 7. Get a little more breakdown about this kingdom that's about to get set up under the king, the real true king, Hamashiach Yeshua. Bless your name, Ahaya. This is Nathan, the prophet, speaking to Daniel. I'm speaking to David, King David. This is 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 12. And when thy days be fulfilled, talking to David, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. This is talking about Yeshua. Verse 3, he shall build an house for mine. Oh, this talking about Solomon right quick. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. Now, talking about Hamashiach Yeshai. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he shall commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the stripes of men. But my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I put away before thee. And thine house and thy kingdom shall be established forever before thee. Thy throne shall be established forever. According to all these words, and according to all this vision, so did Nathan speak unto David. So there's no everlasting kingdom that's being set up that's going to last forever, but Yeshua. Every other kingdom is going to get taken down. Okay? So when he comes, there's not going to be a space for no one else. This is where we're reading that. When he comes, his kingdom's coming in. Okay? So the question is, as we're still studying, how can Hamashiach come and catch anybody up in a chariot from Babylon when Babylon, after it's being destroyed, there's still another kingdom that hasn't rose yet to reign with the beast? You see this? We're going to keep reading because we're not even there yet. I'm just letting the cat out the bag a little early so you can see where things are going. Right? Let's go to one more precept. There's so many concerning Hamashiach's reign, but we'll go to 1 Corinthians 15. Read a little bit there. 1 Corinthians 15 and 23. Right? It says, but every man in his own order, Christ the first fruits, afterward they that are Christ at his coming. So when he comes, he's going to be first. He's the first fruit of the resurrection of the dead. And then all those that are dead or beheaded for the word of truth, they're going to raise up. Right? Verse 24. Then cometh the end. The end of what? Esau's kingdom. When he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Ahiah, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. So there's not going to be nobody else reigning but him when he comes. He's going to put down everybody, everything, right? For he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet. We know who all the enemies of the Most High is, and of his people. It's in Psalms 83, 1 through 6. All right? The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Verse 27, for he had put all things under his feet. But when he said all things are put under his feet, it is manifest that he is accepted, which did put all things under his feet. Meaning the Father's is accepted for his will being done on earth through his Son. And if you recognize what the Son is and what he's doing, then you recognize and receiving the Father. Verse 28, and when all things shall be subdued unto him, unto Yeshai, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put things under him, that Ahiah may be all in all. So the Most High is above Hamashiach Yeshai. They're not equal. They're not the same. Thus saith the Holy Scriptures. For all y'all that think that Yeshai is the Father, that you think they're the same. Okay, let's say just for edification. Those that call on Jesus and God and saying they're the same, they're equal, this telling you right here that Yeshai is going to be, or Jesus is going to be subject to God. If they're equal, why are you subject under, below, have to take orders from the Most High, if y'all equal? All right? But just to bring forth the edification, when Hamashiach Yeshai establishes the kingdom, all nations are going to be under him, right? So let's go back and finish Revelation 17. Finish getting the truth. All right? So, we're now in verse 12. And the 10 kings which thou sawest are, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So they're going to get power with the beast, with the devil for 1 hour, right? These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. So this is when they say, look, beast, tell us what to do, how we going to run this earth. This will be through the implementation of the new world order and setting up the mark of the beast system, taking the chip where you can't buy or sell unless you have the mark in your right hand on your forehead. This is when they're going to do, set up the abomination of desolation, right? Understand. You say, well, what is the option? You're supposed to leave Babylon. That's why. That's what we're showing you right here. Okay? You don't stay here for this. And I want to break something down, man. Okay? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. We'll leave Babylon because that's what the Bible say. There's nobody spooked or scared over here, man. All right? I'm Judah. Okay, I'm from the tribe of Judah. It's not in our DNA, bro, to fear nothing but the Most High, man. Those that get brought out into the knowledge and the wisdom of the truth. Okay, we fear the Most High and we hate evil, bro. We're not fearing nothing down here that only kill the body. Don't worry about that. We know we're going to win. We got the blueprint right here. The KJV, we got the blueprint that already tells us that we're going to win. What we scared of? Nobody scared out here. Okay, you can't take things of this earth and of this world and of reverence of this world to define the masculinity, okay, of a man of Israel. Okay, a man of Israel is taught to fear the Most High. Okay, a man of Israel is taught to have charity and love. Tell me, don't matter what you got. Paul said, it don't matter what you got of gifts of the Most High. You ain't got charity. You ain't got nothing. Okay, but because you got brothers, because you got scriptures that say that no effeminate will enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Oh, we got to make sure every aspect of a man is masculine, which is true. We masculine, but fear that you can't say, oh, you're scared if you do something that is looked upon in society as fearful. Oh, this dude want to fight me. I don't want to fight them dudes. I don't want to fight them. I'm scared. Okay, that can happen in these streets. But the Bible's telling you to leave, so you're being obedient. You're not leaving because we're scared. We're not leaving because we're scared. We're leaving because the word say. Okay, this is Proverbs, man. Chapter 3 and verse 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear. Okay, because it's going to get buck out here. The world, Most High said the world's going to see a time it's never seen before. It's going to be scary to a lot of people. Okay, tell you in Isaiah, I think chapter 13, that man shall be afraid. That's what the Bible says. A man is going to be afraid. Huh? A lot of Israel is going to be afraid here because they're thinking Mashiach's going to come get them. And they're going to be going through some stuff right here. And they're going to be, dang, what's going on? And when the missiles are coming, they're going to think, oh, he's going to come? Nah. And they're going to die right here. There are you that are teaching the false rapture doctrine that was put forth by Ignatius Loyola of the Jesuit order of the Roman Catholic Church, the dark order who put forth false doctrine, the ones who run your theologian seminary schools, they put forth the rapture doctrine. So you don't came into the truth, realize you're Israel, keeping law, statutes, and commandments, and the faith in the Mashiach Yeshua, but you're still dealing with one of the most powerful false doctrines of the Christian church, the rapture doctrine, to stay right here. Don't you see that? We're going to stay right here. We're going to be all right. No, you're not. You're not. You're not. You're part of the 2/3 if you stay right here. If you don't leave Babylon. And it's sad because some of y'all want to be martyrs. Oh, I'm going to be a martyr. I'm going to die. You're not commanded to do that. You're commanded to be in obedience. Right? Proverbs 3 and 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. So the abomination of desolation, which they're trying to set it up even now. Okay? Got the 5G towers going up. Okay, the mark of the beast, chip going into your hand and etching into your skin, right? That's going to link in with your blood. It's going to link in with your blood. Okay, the blood runs what? The brain. It's going to influence your neurological perception. It's going to control you. That's going to be the last free will decision anyone ever makes. Okay, if they take that mark of the beast. Because anytime they can link in and make you do whatever they want you to do, you're under the beast, right? So when abomination and desolation is set up, it says, fear not the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. We don't fear, man. We ain't scared. We know we're going to win. Okay? But we're going to be obedient, do what the word say. Ain't no fear situation right here, man. All right, so we go back to Revelation. Verse 13. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb. Then they're going to come at his head up. They're not finna be playing with us much longer because we woke now. Okay? Their music, their drugs, their false teaching, their false indoctrination system, all the pacified things they're giving us, cars, money, glorifying, sin, it's not working anymore. Now we're waking up, we're keeping the Sabbath, we're following the commandments. Like, dang, they know when we follow the commandments, the Most High gonna have compassion on us and put all the curses on them. Tell you that in Deuteronomy chapter 30, 1-7. He's gonna put the curse that was on us, on our enemies. So, we got to kill these dudes before we get cursed to death, and we can't even kill them off. So it says, they shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. We're going to win. We're going to win already. Right? We're going to win. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. This is the elect right here. Called, chosen, and faithful. Faithful means you're going to do what he's saying until death, if it be the will of the Most High. We're going to do what we want to do. We're going to do what he's saying, right? Verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth, right, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. This is the military influence in the physical and through the military that America has all over the earth. This is why it's saying the whore, the water she's sitting on is her military. We got man, this country got bases everywhere, you guys. So much that if someone wanted to get at United States like it's gonna get at real soon, ain't gonna be no way to protect this place. UN armies are gonna be here. They're already here. Okay, if you go online, you'll see you got UN armies already here. The whore is United States. The water that she's sitting on is all these nations that they over influencing, pillaging, raping, taking the resources, killing the people, trying to set up democracy, or the wine of the Roman Catholic Church there. That's what they're doing. That's what this country does, y'all. Go around and bully all countries all over the earth. All right? Now, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, we read who they are, right? These shall hate the whore. Oh, don't you see what Trump is doing? He's fulfilling Bible prophecy. Because his actions got everybody hating the United States right now. Don't you see this? Okay, the 10 horns are the first, I think around the first 10 members of the EU. Okay, now the EU got like 18 or something more members now. But at first it was the first 10. And most of them in the EU, the EU don't like the United States. You've been seeing through all the politics, they sick of Trump. And they not feeling how the United States is getting down. And why you pull out the nuclear proliferation deal, man? We closer to these dudes, man. They might bomb us first now. You know what I'm saying? They mad at Trump. They mad at you, United States. You got to know this, right? It said, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. So, Rome, whose face and authority is the 10 horns, they're going to turn on the United States and let the powers that be do what they're going to do. Okay? They're going to let destruction come to the United States. They're going to let the United States put her, because they take orders from Rome. Now, we're going to let the United States dig a hole for themselves, and we're going to let them, you know what I'm saying, get judged. We're going to let it happen, whatever. Burn her with fire. This is when the United States get hit with the thermonuclear ICBMs, man. Hypersonic missiles, you know, the ones that Russia got, who gave them to Turkey, you know, dealing with China and Iran. It's all happening before your eyes, y'all. Bible prophecy. Okay, so whatever things you thinking that's about to happen right here, you're not here to stay here and try to fit in with Babylon. Babylon about to get judged. Okay, that's what's going on. Verse 17, for the Most High put it in their hearts to fulfill his will. It is the will of the Most High to destroy a wicked kingdom. He says in Amos 9:8, his eyes are upon the sinful kingdom. He shall destroy it off the face of the earth. He's ready to destroy this kingdom because it's wicked. It's wicked, man. And to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. Verse 18, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of earth. The United States reigns over all the kings of the whole earth. That great city is Babylon, America. Right? So the whole point in understanding that is, that I wanted to show you, was that there's a kingdom there's kings that are going to reign after Babylon is destroyed. Okay? It's the 10 horns, the EU, namely, and NATO. It's going to be the one world system. How in the world are you going to call yourself being caught up in the chariot of the Most High when all things written have been fulfilled? Namely, these 10 kings getting their hour with the beast. And they're not going to get it until they burn Babylon with fire. And power is going to go to the 10 horns who haven't received their kingdom yet. Do you understand, Israel? Anybody, give me a precept and then do something and tell me, where in the Bible does it say Hamashiach Yeshua is going to catch people up from Babylon, a.k.a. America, however you want to dice it up and put it? Because I'm showing you how it says there's no way in the world No one's getting caught up by a chariot from Mashiach Yeshua because he can't come till all things are fulfilled. And it hasn't been fulfilled that the 10 kings get their power yet with the beast to rule. So how? How, man? What are you breaking down in here that tells you you got to stay right here? You're under the Christian doctrine, man. Y'all better realize and understand, man. You have to leave Babylon. Okay? And it's not about, if you don't leave, you won't get salvation. Salvation, dominion, and rulership, okay? Some are going to get it when they get rose from the dead. A lot of y'all that stay here, you're going to get beheaded for the word of truth. Which, the scripture says it's going to happen. That's probably going to be the way you get in. If you don't leave here, you're going to get your head chopped off because you're going to be teaching the word of truth. Okay? But as the elect, that the Most High said that he was going to protect within his borders. Okay? It says, matter of fact, where are you? Revelation, okay? It's not Revelation 3. It says, verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. This same hour that the beast is going to, the 10 horns are going to have with the beast. I'm going to keep you from that. Let me read that again. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, because you kept the word and did what the word say, and waited on the Mashiach, okay, to bring your deliverance, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole world, to try them that dwell upon earth. So, the abomination of desolation is coming. It's going to be set up under the 10 kings after the destruction of America, a.k.a. Babylon. And if you're here, you're going to get destroyed because there's still something coming after that. Point blank, plain and simple and clear. This is how we know, glory to the Most High, that we're supposed to leave Babylon. And when we read the scriptures about all the places that tell you to leave Babylon, we know that it's telling you. You want to be delivered, you want to be kept from the hour of temptation, you got to leave. And it tells you where to go. If you're Judah, you go a certain place. Okay? If you're Israel. And this is not talking about everyone on the earth. Everywhere on the earth you don't have to go. You don't have to. Because they're going to be gathered from the four winds of the earth. Okay? Hamashiach's going to gather. He's going to send his angels to gather us from the four winds of the earth. But if you're living in Babylon, which is where the top tribe of the nation of Israel is, Judah, predominantly, you got to leave Babylon. You have to. Okay? Again, you don't have to leave any other country. But if you're in Babylon, you got to leave because it's going to be destroyed. All right? All praise, glory, and honor and power to the Most High, Ahaya, Bashim Yeshai. I pray, Israel, man, that y'all look into this truth, man, and go over it some more, okay? Because you're not knowing. You got to leave. You got to dip. You got to desire Zion. You got to seek that. Man, let's break. Let's end on that one. Matthew 6 and 23. Right? Matthew 6 and 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Ahia and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Okay, we're going to have that time to subdue the earth. We're going to have that time to be the Most High's battle axes. But it's not happening just yet, y'all. It's not happening from this kingdom, y'all. It's happening after this kingdom is destroyed. And Almighty God comes, and Hamashiach Yeshai destroys them without effort. All right, Most High willing, that'll probably be the next video. But all praise to the Most High, Shohaya, Bashim Yeshai. Y'all be blessed. This is the preparation, so we got to prepare for the Sabbath. And, pray, fast, seek the Most High. He going to reveal this stuff to you, man. If you're not already in the truth, you better get in the truth. Okay? We got to prepare. Just like this day of preparation, we got to prepare for this day. Prepare for the day that's coming. Okay? Seek the Most High while it can be found. Shalom.